Here we have the Toshiba AC100. This is one of the first ARM-powered laptops. HP had one also, which they kind of only released in Spain for now. But this might be the first like worldwide release of an ARM-powered ARM Cortex A9 laptop. So this is the Tegra2 powered, super thin, super light Tegra2 AC100 with an HDMI, beautiful big HDMI output on the side, and 10-inch screen. So there's probably some Android shortcuts on the buttons right here. I'm gonna try and do this one. And back to Android. So there you can see. I'll go in paramètres. I'll go into Android. I'll go down. And no, that's not the one. Well, it doesn't say the version. Maybe it's because it's French. I need to think in here. À propos. Okay, 2.1 for now. Probably gonna go in 2.2 soon. Toshiba AC and AZ means that there's an AZ. Maybe the AZ is the one with 3G. And there we have. We can actually go on a Toshiba market, something called Toshiba Market. I don't know if this replaces the Google Marketplace. I guess it does, like officially, but I would say it's very likely that the Google Marketplace can work on this as well. And if it doesn't launch with the Google Marketplace, it could be soon after. Right here we're in the browser. So this seems to be like the normal Android browser. But if I go back, that's not the back button. How do you go back? Let's go home button. We can go in the apps. Oh, we can actually click here. There's Opera Mobile. It's like, it might have been like some kind of optimized Opera browser for this ARM Cortex A9 powered laptop. So you can see it's really kind of cool. There's a what's it called? They have a scroll bar on the side, like a normal laptop, like a normal browser. This is kind of like to have an idea of how a browser, like a full browser, could be added into an ARM-powered Android laptop. So there's no reason, I would say, that you can't have Chrome, the full Chrome, on an Android laptop. So then the question is, what's the difference between Chrome OS and Android OS if you have Chrome inside Android? Then maybe you have like kind of like best of both. You have both the apps, you have the apps, and you have and you need to learn some shortcuts. They have shortcuts. I go back to the browser. But this one doesn't have a scroll bar right now. It's kind of like you have to drag the page down. This is normal Android. I'm sure there's a way to tweak the Android browser to have a scroll bar as well, because that would be like more like normal for. But if you go back to Opera, the full Opera, it's fast Opera. I'm gonna launch my website to see if it has Flash support. You go like this. Devices.net. Didn't type it right.
Rehearsal starts in 1 minute.
There's a rehearsal starting, so I have to hurry. ARM devices. See how fast it takes to load. There it is. It's like fast browsing. ARM Cortex A9 browsing experience.
Welcome to the Toshiba IFA press conference.
Like this, and we can go and let's see if it loads the full or small Engadget. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much for joining in today and listening to our news.
There is no Ethernet in it, so I'm pretty sure it's using Wi-Fi in here. And this is a conference Wi-Fi, so not full speed.
Who will set the scene strategically and will give you insights into
Like this.
the key topics
Scroll down.
that are really important for Toshiba in Europe. As a second speaker,
Yeah.
we welcome Mr. Nurasaba, Vice President,
Well, it's really to be tested to see how
Visual
fast the
Products
browser is.
Company of Toshiba Corporation, and he will introduce the latest specific TV news for
Reader.
you.
There you have it.
Ladies and
Releasing
gentlemen, I'm sure you will have quite a few
Nice looking
questions
laptop.
during the press conference.
is
May
$299.
I ask you to save
At
those until after the
has
presentations, and
Tegra2.
then the floor will be yours for the Q&A session.
Home menu designed by
Thank you. With
Toshiba.
that, I hand over to Alan.
Big device. SSD, they say it's SSD.
Thank you very much, and my warm welcome to
GeForce
this innovative
graphics processing.
first press conference on our booth. Thank you very much for attending, and we hope to make it very well worthwhile for you. Let me introduce the key themes that we will be pursuing during
maps.
this press conference today.
So if they have maps, they should have.
And they centre around announcing,
They
of
should
course,
have,
many new and
would say
excellent
they should have
Toshiba products
all the other
and
Google apps.
services. So, theme number one would be
probably some more Google apps
innovation
in here, no?
in technology. We are a company that
Contacts
prides
with Google
ourselves
Apps as well.
on leading innovation, innovating technology. An example of that
Yeah,
would be
this is probably going to be a
3D.
full Google thing.
This,
Why
I'm
not?
sure, is a common theme throughout the show this year, but we in Toshiba
So
can
this being
really
released with my
add some
first
extra
ARM Cortex
technology
A9
in both the
laptop. Very nice
TV
design.
and the PC space.
Super cool.